Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Right, we'll begin in the usual format with Ian.
Hi.
Maurizio, hi. You criticised the players after the defeat at Bournemouth. I gather you didn't travel back with them on the team coach. How would you describe your relationship with your players?
No, I didn't attack the players. I talked to them because I needed to understand. And then I went to my home immediately because I want to review the match. There wasn't another reason.
But when you spoke to the media after the match, you were critical of your players?
No, because I said that probably I am not able to motivate them. I said this. But if we have some mental problems, I think that the reason could be the players, could be the technical staff, could be the club, but I haven't to think to the club. I have to think only to the players, and I have to think to the staff, because probably we are doing something wrong. The staff first of all, the coach first of all. So I said that probably I am not able to motivate them. In the other match, in another match, I said that probably it's very difficult to motivate them, but I have to find the way, of course.
Isn't that your job, to motivate the players?
It's a part of my job, of course, but I want first of all to change the mentality. So it's a very long way.
How do you go about doing that then?
I think that my football is cooperation, so I have to speak to my players, and I have to involve them in my football more than that we are doing at the moment, because now we have the mentality for doing the match, but we need to improve in the reaction. We need to improve in the offensive phase, because we have a lot of individual players, so it's not easy to change in 4 or 5 months. For example, in the last match, I think that we built up the action very well in the first half. Then we were able to close spaces ourselves, because we stay too tight with the 3 offensive players, and so it was easy for the defenders to defend. Sometimes we need to stay very wide. We have to go inside to receive, not to stay inside. So we need to improve. I need to change completely the mentality, because they were used to play in counter-attacks, and so they could drive the ball. And now we have to change. It's a long way, I think. It's a long way, but I am trying to change the mentality. I want to be in control of the match. I want to score, and I want to have the right reaction. If we concede a goal, it can happen. We have only to play, because we were in control of the match for 45 minutes. And after 2 minutes in the second half, we conceded the goal. We have to start again, the kickoff, and to play again. We have only to play.
You talk about changing the mentality. Do you think that perhaps you also need to change the way that you play? Are you too reliant on Jorginho? Is there do you need to do something different with the formation? Do you need a plan B?
Why? First of all, I want to do very well the plan A, I think, because I don't want to change something that at the moment doesn't work very well. First of all, I want to see my football played very well. Then we can go to to change something.
But as things stand, you want to stick with plan A.
Of course, because everybody 10 years ago knew very well Barcelona, but Barcelona won everything. Because Barcelona played very well their football. And so first of all I want to play very well my football.
Okay.
Then I can change.
John?
How long do you think you'll give it before you change? Because I mean, this club aren't always the most patient of clubs. How long do you think you'll give it before you say, actually, this isn't working?
Oh, I want to remember that in the first season, Klopp in Liverpool was in the middle of the table. The situation in England is very clear. For me, it's very clear. There are 3 teams above the other. In one, the coach arrived 5 years ago, in one 4 years ago, and in one 3 years ago. So the situation is very clear. The English football is in the hands of this team, because they had a plane, and they were really passionate. So we need to work to change mentality and to go on, because the situation for me is very, very clear.
And have you had assurances from the club that that's fine, you can have a season and get it right, you've got time, you don't have to win anything, you can finish outside the top 4?
Oh, I don't mind, because I am a dreamer. I want to play my football. But if I arrived here starting from in a professional team, I think it's because I am a dreamer.
Have you thought about playing N'Golo Kante in that Jorginho position? Would you play in that position?
Only 20 minutes if I have to defend the result.
Right. And how do you think Jorginho's adapted to playing in the Premier League?
Oh, it depends on what do you want from Jorginho. If from Jorginho you want the last pass, he is not adapted. Jorginho is very able to move the ball, to build up the action, but Jorginho usually plays at 40-45 meters to the opposing goal, so it's impossible for him to do the last pass. Jorginho is very good for another job.
And just finally from me, is this job a lot tougher than you thought it was going to
be? Probably yes, but I knew very well that it's very difficult. It's very difficult because here the level is very high. It's very difficult because this team played another football. It's very difficult because they won with another football, and so it's really very difficult. But we can do it. I think we can improve. We can change mentality, and we can play our football.
Okay.
It's not easy, but
Maurizio, where do you get your confidence from? Because your team doesn't seem to be giving you much reason to be confident.
Da dove prendi questa sicurezza che la tua squadra non ti dà tanta ragione?
Because every day I see the training, and in training they are improving. The last we lost the last match very badly, but the last match was different. We lost confidence after the goal, but at the beginning we entered on the pitch with the right mentality. So we made a mistake with the reaction, not with the approach this time. This time the approach was very good because we wanted to be in control of the match immediately. Now we have a problem. We have some problem to score. We are working on this, of course. I said before the reason, in my opinion, because we played with 4 or 5 players with the back to the opposing goal. And we have to go there, not to stay there. We have to go there to receive the ball. And we need to receive the ball on the run, not to receive the ball there with the back on the opposing goal. So we have to improve in this. But this is not a big problem. This is only a tactical problem. But I like very much when I can speak to my players about tactical problems. I don't like when I have to speak about mental problems, but I like very much to speak them about tactical problems.
Okay.
On
Quickly, Matt.
tactical problem, are you getting enough from Eden Hazard in that respect?
Sta ricevendo abbastanza da Eden Hazard praticamente. Tutto il
Stai?
problema, ricevendo abbastanza, sta facendo abbastanza Eden Hazard praticamente.
I think that he's changing. He was used to play as an individual player. Now he has to play in a cooperative way. It's not easy for him because he became Hazard playing in another way. So I think very well that it's not easy. But I can see that now he is more available to play in this way. Of course, he needs to improve. It's normal. He is fantastic from the technical point of view, and I think that he can do more tactically. At the moment, it's not easy for our striker to play in this team, as you know very well, because we have a lot of individual players like Hazard, like William, Pedro, and so it's not easy for the striker to do the right movement in the right time. And we need to improve because I think that in the last match, if we scored before the opponents, the match was really different.
Okay, we're going to do the last 2 very quickly, James, and then Liam.
What's your message to the Chelsea fans? Because obviously a few of them are very unhappy after the Bournemouth game, and some of them approached you after the game.
Messaggi per
As I said in the press conference after the match, first of all, we have to say sorry for them, because the result was a disaster. I can understand them very well. They have to be patient with us at the moment, because we are trying to do something great. It's not easy. We have to work. We have to improve. We need to lose matches, but we are trying to do our best.
Okay, last question in this section, Liam.
Maurizio, you said it could take Gonzalo Higuain up to, or if it took Gonzalo Higuain a month to get up to speed speed, it
Ci
might
vorrà
be
un
too late.
mese per mettersi,
How long
per
do you think
abituarsi
it
a
will be
questa
before he is in his
quanto
prime?
pensi
I
sia
think that at the moment he is not at the top physically. Physically, because in the last 45 days he played a few matches. First of all for his back, then for he was involved in the market, and so I think that he need to improve because he is able to accelerate more than now. And then I think that if he will be able to improve physically, he will be able to be useful for us immediately.
Okay, cameras off, please. Newspaper.